Battle of Santiago trata de mezclar los ritmos afro-cubanos tradicionales con rock. Esa es la magia que tenemos.
We're not making Cuban music or Latin music, really.
I kind of liked it when people call us like Afro-Cuban post-rock.
The post-rock scene is really in Canada.
We live in Toronto, and Toronto is like a big melting pot of culture, so it comes from the place that we come from. It's Toronto music.
Lo que me gusta de Battle of Santiago es que es un grupo experimental, ¿no? Hace una música súper loca.
Yo diría un afrobeat, rock, fusion, electrónica.
It's been difficult to find someone that's doing anything different with Latin rhythms and experimenting in this sort of way. Raimundo has been one constant in the group, and I always turn to him to help me find different musicians. And with Raimundo, I've learned about the Cuban sort of music there.
Nací en Cuba, ciudad de La Habana, centro Habana, barrio San Leopoldo. Siempre salía de la escuela y iba para los tambores, batadas, ceremonias, tratando de aprender ese código, que es bien complejo. Me encanté con los batadas, me enamoré de ese sonido. Empecé con 7 años y tengo 34 años. Ha sido un viaje largo, aprendiendo batadas.
He was teaching percussion at some studio not too far from my house. That's how we came together. That's how I met Raimundo.
Michael and Raimundo really became close friends. Those two are the glue that holds the band together. Musically, but also their friendship and everything is what really kind of keeps it together.
Contento de estar en Cuba, de ver a mi familia de nuevo. Dios me ha dado la oportunidad de estar aquí, de vuelta a mis raíces.
We are here for 4 days of a whirlwind schedule.
Shooting videos and getting to the studio and working with local musicians and having a good time.
Cuban coffee.
It took way too long for us to come to Cuba. We're finally here, you know?
Yeah.
We're here trying to capture where the roots of our music comes from, the spirituality behind it.
The religious aspect of it, like the Yoruba chants and all that, I don't understand it as much as I should.
Estamos tarde en el estudio, entonces hay que buscar un chequeré cubano, un güiro, para que la cosa salga buena. Para darle un poco de sabor. That's a good one, man. That's a good chequeré, man.
Yeah.
What do you think? Yeah.
Heavy.
Good piece, man.
It's heavy.
Nice.
It's perfect. Perfecto.
Sí, estamos retomando el espíritu musical que se vivía en los tiempos de antes. Todo el mundo en una sala y hacerlo de una vez, y hacerlo bien.
Because it comes down to the experience and the connection you have with people. Most musicians, they want everything perfect, separated. It doesn't work that way. That's not how good music is made.
We love the whole like 12-minute jam thing.
It needs to be more organic and grow on its own, like yeast. It just grows and rises. And it's more about chemistry. It's not about arrangements or musicality. And everybody makes mistakes, and sometimes the mistakes are the best part.
Yo trato de poner mi afro, mi cultura, mis ritmos tradicionales de Cuba.
And the rhythm is super important. It's the heartbeat of the music a lot of the time.
He brings something that is so unique, so different. When he sits and plays his conga rhythms, man, like a muy caliente, it's hot.
Super syncopation, and that, again, doesn't exist in rock. It doesn't exist in really contemporary music other than Latin music.
It's a full sound. It allows you to do more interesting things musically.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of, yeah.
Each one of us in the band brings really different elements that would never sort of fit together normally. We're trying to mishmash this all together and see how it works.
Michael is there to kind of keep everything stuck together. He's glue, he's a rock, he's a solid bass player.
You know, the bass lines are really repetitive, so it's really good to like jam on what he's playing.
I kind of hold the fort and everybody sort of circles around me.
Then you've got the wizard Lyle casting spells of all goodness. He makes something complicated very easy.
It's really hard to play like rock guitar like on an Afro-Cuban thing, otherwise it sounds a bit maybe cheesy or something. I don't know, like, I don't want to play like just like rock guitar. To fill out the sound, the rhythm is the sound, and then I can play like little bits and pieces and ambience, like more subtleties.
He will create a soundscape, and then it's so easy for me to just put a little bit of Michael B. butter, put it on top, and then bam, you got a sandwich, and it tastes good.
You're ready. There you go.
Live getting wild.
Michael B es un loco y trae felicidad y esa cosa de que sí se puede.
Let's get crazy,
Michael Butler is sexy saxophone guy.
He brings a lot of flavor, melody, and he's just so sweet. He's half schooled. He just like went to school and just got what he needed and then left.
Neto is just this guy that showed up one night to rehearsal. We started jamming and Neto started to rap on something, and the rest is history. Sometimes making music from different cultures, trying to do one band, you know, different people from different places can be a big battle.
It is a battle between the gringos and the Cubanos.
It sort of split the band in half in many ways, Latino and non-Latino, the noise rock, and the traditional Afro-Cuban side.
So the Battle of Santiago comes from, you know, these different elements coming together and it just being a battle to create one element, one sound, one song.
It also kind of describes the sound a bit because it's a clash of ideas and sounds and experiments.
Personalities. Sometimes we don't gel all the time, but I think that's what gives the music the friction and the energy.
It can be a very interesting experience, but it's always a battle, right? It's not worth it if it's not a battle.
Coming to Cuba has given me a better perspective on music and the culture and where my friends come from.
Contento de enseñarle la verdadera Havana, de cómo anda el cubano aquí, el verdadero cubano aquí, y la manera que se vive en Cuba, ¿no?
This is a unique place in the world. There's no place like this. So things have changed a lot since you left? Because it took you a good, like, what, 6 years maybe before you came back, right?
Yeah, maybe taking me.
Because you had to get your Canadian citizenship, right?
Yeah.
That's a special moment in my life, you know, to be at your citizenship
Oh, it's a ceremony?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, man.
I'll never forget that, and that's up there with my kids being born. Seeing the real areas of Havana, it opens our minds.
It puts things in perspective for me. I guess I have first world problems, and you know, I can't get Wi-Fi in the bathroom. Oh, and you get here and you see that, and you just think, my problems are so poquito.
And I'm blessed that, you know, we can come here and be with Raimundo's family and him leading us to this very authentic Havana experience musically too. You know, moving forward, this will definitely like affect the type of music we're creating.
We needed a stronger connection to Cuba. It took too long for us to get here, and I think that we've kind of realized that we need to come here regularly. We need to be more connected with the music here, the music scene.
Lo que se ha logrado para mí personalmente ha sido grandísimo.
Yeah, we've done some big things. You stick with something long enough and you work hard, and it pays off.
The dream is just for more people to hear the music and do more interesting things. There's so much more music we can do and so many more rhythms.
More records in more countries, more experience.
This is just the tip of the iceberg is what we're doing right now.
Y nada, adelante, trabajando duro, a ver qué pasa. Tengo fe, tengo fe. Oh, chinche y guama, oh, chinche y guama, oh, mande guachirego, baramilo yu, mo yu ba, oh, chinche, oh, dara, barago, mo yu, bragada.